Thank you for tuning in, folks. And you hear it. You hear it. And if you don't know what that is, you must be a new viewer. That, folks, the sound that brought you here is your homecoming call. It's the Boxing Junkies sound off. Welcome on home to the Double RT Boxing Show, the home of all boxing junkies. You like bantamweights, you like flyweights, you just like belts, you like talking boxing. Welcome to the Ready Talk Boxing Show. I am your host, Mr.A, and this is a Mr. A's Thoughts, volume to a 22nd edition. Now, for you new viewers, this is a strange episode to stumble across the show on. Now, what we do here on the Double RT Boxing Show, we talk best versus the best. That's number 1 through 15. So number 9 and number 14 on this show, that's the best versus the best. And then, of course, the champions are the champions. Boxing talk, boxing junkies. We get our fixes. We get our highs. So we also been doing, we have our countdowns. We have our best of the month, January's best. So as a new viewer, go watch the best of January, best of February, and as of March, this is coming up, and you will see what this episode is about. One of the awards we give away in the best of is KOs, fight, but also we're doing best of promotion. So this is a fight card review just to see what Matchroom has offered. So this is their finally tally up of the month of March, and that's what we're going to get into. Now, when we do these breakdowns, just to be fair, not every boxing establishment or platform has streaming where they don't show the same amount of fights. So on the comparison for promotion of the month and all that stuff, the cards, we do the top 3, the main event, the co-event, and then the opening card. But we will discuss the 5 fights that was on this card, at least the 5 I was seeing on DAZN. Maybe over in the UK more was shown televised, but on my state side, we started the show with Davies and Hughes. Entertaining fight. You saw one fighter clearly in trouble the first half of the fight, Davies, overcome and switch up styles, take it inside, take advantage of an exploit of his fighter, and really change the tides with counterpunching. So a back and forth switch tie was a good fight, Low level fight, but it was entertaining to watch, unexpected fun. And then you have, you could say that fight, if you want to be a tough critic, that fight was a C. We're going to be tough, a C, And then you have David Price and Cash Ali, which was crazy. Even though the fight ended in a bite, which was weird because watching the show go off and the replays and the highlights, he bit the shit out of David Price. He bit him like every time there was an altercation in the fight. And David Price is looking upset. He's looking like he's about to, what did they say? He's about to blow. He kept complaining about homeboy biting him. If you see the replays, he bit him on the neck, he bit him on the arm, and then finally he bit him in the it's funny that it wasn't caught live, and David Price didn't make a bigger fuss about, hey, this motherfucker bit me 2 times already. Because any other fight, someone's getting bit. Look at Holyfield, one bite on the ear, and that motherfucker went crazy. This dude got bit on the neck, the arm, and then in the stomach, and the referee finally saw the one on the stomach. So that was a suspenseful fight as itself, because can David Price go past 4 rounds? It was starting to look wary. So it as a fan, as a low level, like, what can I get from this fight? Then you have a David Price fan watching that fight. It had you on your edge of your seat for many reasons. Like I said, David Price fans like, no, not again. Come on, David. And then just as myself, like a boxing fan, like yourself, you're not a David Price fan, it's like, oh shit, is this going to happen? Is this going to happen again? The suspense is going to happen. And then he fucker bit him 3 times. maybe more, but I saw 3, so that's a nice another CD fight, but it was a little entertaining. Now we get to the main 3. The main 3, which was Natasha Jonas taking on, what's her name? Mashari, and Anthony Fowler, Scott Fitzgerald, and Liam Smith, Sam Egerton. That we got to compare. Those 3 fights go into the best of the month. You know, so we start off with the opening card, the opening fight, I should say, opening bout. You know, this is the Double RT Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support. And new viewers, like I said, this is a weird episode to come on to, but I'm glad you're here. Discussion. And after this one, go watch others. Then decide if you like the show. Then and then subscribe. You know, help the show grow. I believe we're like at 6:55, so some people are joining today. Be like them, join right away, or like I suggest, go watch some past stuff. See what the show's about. Come on home to the siren, because when the siren plays, you'll be here because you're a boxing junkie. You need your fix. Hit your thumbs up, get your fix, support the show. Boxing junkies, welcome home, baby. Then we got, like I said, Natasha Jonas. Mismatch. She got the confidence ball rolling. You know, that's what the fight served its purpose. But as entertainment wise, you know, as just sitting there watching it, you saw she didn't really prove much. She was able to get hit. She was able to dominate the fight because her skills and talent was superior more than her opponents. It's not like if she was anything in there to fire back against. So that was a dud. It went all 6 rounds. Mismatch. Good body shot. Like I said, Natasha, it was a subpar performance, but as an opening card, it didn't pack too much action. So we're going to go with a C. All these fights are C's. You know, decent fights. I want to say, if you guys think they're D, leave it down in the comment, you know, so I can see how to gauge these fights. Because I say, to me, it's your show. So that's what I'm saying. Leave a comment down below. You could gauge these fights. Give me the gauge. As you see, if you leave it up to me, I'm going to say these fights are C's. You might think some of them are D's. Let me know. So, moving on to Anthony Fowler. Good fight. Definitely exploitation going on. You know, the hype train definitely had to pull off the tracks. The hype train is off the tracks. Fitzgerald, to me, if you watch the breakdown prediction, you'll see how I scored the fight, what I really thought of the whole fight. Fitzgerald just had faster hands, faster feet. He didn't necessarily land the punch. He landed a punch in the combinations he was throwing. You know, now they both were doing jabs pretty good. The gas tank. Fowler showed his gas tank. He's been showing it his whole career, but we just always thought, like, okay, he's a brute. He's going to do it. No, if you look at his fights, even though he's never been past 6, he's been looking gassed in round 4. He's been punking his competition. Fitzgerald, a better conditioned athlete, a better boxer, with the same type of grit he has, wasn't going to get punked. That was a good fight. Do we give that a B? Because if we give that a C, that means all these other fights got to be D's. What do we do? I'll leave you guys in the comment. If Fitzgerald and Fowler is a C or a B, because that's a good gauge for the rest of the year. What is Fowler and Fitzgerald? Is that a C, B? That can't be a D fight. Obviously, it can't be a D fight. But the knockdown was definitely all that trash talking. He shut his ass up. That was good. And then Liam Smith and Sam Egerton. Mismatch. We all knew it was. To be honest, that had the mismatch feeling of Garcia and Spence, but somehow Garcia pulled us along with his talking of belief. You know, it had the same mismatch. Did anyone really think Egerton was going to have a chance to pull that off? So, like I said, if that was like I said, not only was it a mismatch, Corolla was saying it the whole time like, it's painful to watch because it was just like ass beaten. And speaking of Corolla, we will grade that into the card review. The commentary, the crowd was supportive. The crowd was good. You know, good crowd atmosphere. The commentary was cool. The I think that's the Colonel. I'm not too like dead on with the English announcers and who they are, like from BT Sports and Sky and what's the other? I always get them mixed up. So, but I think that's the Colonel. Corolla was on point. You know, sometimes boxers when they do the commentary, they're a little slow with the talking, or they stumble on their words, or they're just like one or two words or a sentence here. Corolla was firing back. You know, he sounded like a retired fighter and instead of an active fighter. You know, just going. He was just talking good. So to me, Corolla almost like he saved the car because he was. I found entertainment in his commentary, and it was making the okay matches a little more interesting. You know, oh no, it's David Price. It's the fourth round. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. You know, he kept saying realistic, you know, stuff, kind of like we will as fans like to hear. To me, it was. So I give Corolla was probably the best to me. Corolla commentary, which is sad, was the best part of the card. Like I said, it depended on how you see Fitzgerald and Fowler. Because Smith and Egerton, that wasn't better than the best fights on the card were in order. If you want to go the whole card, we go the whole card first. It was definitely number 5 would be Natasha Jonas and what was her name again? Fersia Mashery. Number 4 would probably be Liam Smith and Egerton. Number 3 would be Price and Ali. 2, I say Robbie Jr. and Hughes. And number 1, the best fight was Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald, Hughes, and Smith. When your headliner is the worst fight on, we got to put Natasha Jonas. So if you're going to say the top 3, Natasha Jonas, the opening act was the worst. Then the headliner. So like I can say right now, the reason why I say commentary, because I came back, I had to go get some chips for the main event. I had to go get some chips for the top rank card tonight. So I come back and I hear the commentary for this Golden Boy on the Zone card, the opening fight. I was like, hey, I already missed it, so I can't really get into it. I'll watch it later if I want to. But Bernard Hopkins' commentary was throwing me off. He was like not answering not following off homeboys' questions right away or leading comments. He was say something and paused and finishes. It's like, oh man, you're like you're making this non-action moment of the fight even duller. While Corolla was kind of like filling in action with no action with his commentary. That's the stuff. As a fight card review, I'm a boxing junkie. You're a boxing junkie. Hit that thumbs up right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. We talk boxing. The Ready Talk Boxing Show. So overall, depending on how we judge that Fowler fight, is it a B? Is it a C? Because if it's a C, this card was full of D's. The Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. New viewers, thank you for your time and support. Go watch some more shit. Come on back here if you're entertained. Hit that thumbs up with your new subscription. Thank you for your time and support.